China firing back Tuesday against the U.S. diplomatic boycott of the Beijing Winter Olympics as the world waits to see if American allies, like Canada, will join the protest over China's human rights abuses.
美方做法严重违背
Accusing the U.S. of violating political neutrality in sport, the Chinese Foreign Ministry spokesperson warns Beijing will take resolute countermeasures. On Monday, the White House said U.S. government officials would boycott the Games, but American athletes are free to travel to China to compete.
The athletes on Team USA have our full support. U.S. diplomatic or official representation would treat these games as business as usual in the face of the PRC's egregious human rights abuses and atrocities in Xinjiang.
The U.S. president's administration highlighted what Washington says is genocide against minority Muslim Uyghurs in China's western region. Uyghurs living in Turkey welcoming the boycott Tuesday. It's ridiculous to hold the games in China, says this woman. It's like pouring scorn on the world's humanity, she adds. China denies all rights abuses.
So we've already made clear that we won't be represented there at a ministerial level. We made that clear to China, I think, in October.
Citing COVID-19 and human rights issues, New Zealand confirming it won't be sending diplomatic representatives to the Winter Olympics, as pressure mounts on other countries to follow suit. Australia, Britain, the Netherlands, and Japan still considering their moves. And here at home, a common voice from the opposition, the Bloc Québécois, the Conservatives, and the NDP, all calling for a Canadian diplomatic boycott.
We've got to keep our athletes safe, and that's something that's top of my mind. But there are ways for us to send a clear message about our concerns around human rights violations, whether it's the Uyghur or democracy in Hong Kong. And we encourage the government, the Liberal government, to look to the United States now that has announced their support of such a measure and make a similar announcement soon.
No decision yet from the Liberals. CityNews reached out to Global Affairs Canada for an update, and they tell us Canada remains deeply disturbed by the troubling reports of human rights violations in China. We were notified of the U.S. decision, and we will continue to discuss this matter with our partners and allies. Now, new Tuesday, the Minister of Global Affairs says that Canadian athletes will be going to the Beijing Games. As for public opinion, a new poll from Angus Reid found that 53% of Canadians would not send diplomats to the 2022 Olympic Games. Melissa Duggan, City News.